Alright guys, what is up and welcome to Redlined RC. We're back at it and what we have on the table is ZD Racing's version of the Rogue One from Relarlo. This is a 1/16 scale electric monster truck. Why? Electric? Man, even down here it just says electric. This is a brushless monster truck, guys. I don't know why they wouldn't boast about that. 1/16 scale, ready to run, electric. 4-wheel drive. And I don't even know why they put that on there anymore because it's practically universal. It does have a QR code here. I did check that and it does work. It leads you to their website. I have already been in this, guys. If you don't know, the axles in these cars are weak. And my Rogue One had already snapped one of them. So I took one of the axles that came with this, which it comes with two, slapped it in there. Got about 5 minutes worth of footage, then the other one snapped. Love the RC car. It's a blast for the little bit of time I get to drive it. So I'm thinking I'm just going to go ahead and buy one from Relarlo, buy the set, and pay for shipping. I hate paying for shipping, guys. I've got Amazon Prime for a reason, so it kills me when I got to pay for it. I feel like if they're going to sell a car on Amazon Prime, it should be on Amazon. The parts for it should be on Amazon, not just the car, and then you got to go to the website to purchase stuff. But I don't mind Relarlo. I truly, thoroughly enjoy Relarlo's cars. Have an absolute blast with them. They come out of the box so tuned, it's amazing. My Terminator, I could drop from my head and it would just stick to the ground. No bounce, nothing. That is no joke. I'm not exaggerating. But anyways, guys, let's get into this. So it does come with a sticker sheet. Awesome. My kids love stickers. I don't usually put them on the car unless they make me. So it does come with two axles. One of them I've took out, as I said. This is a set that you got to build. Not hard at all. Fairly simple. And then the bearing is what holds this little pin in. Comes with a couple arms. Comes with some steering hub and knuckles. And it comes with these guys, which come in handy because I dropped one replacing my axle on my Rogue One, and it took me about 10 minutes to find. So it's nice to know that they have some extras. We get a wheel wrench, speed pinion, some Allen keys, and a couple zip ties. And then that right there is the pinion gear screw. Got a wheelie bar. And guys, if it is anything like the Rogue One, we're going to need that. Got a brush, and I'm pretty sure this brush is actually the size of the RC. Yeah, just about, guys. Right here is a charger that comes with it. It's for a 3S battery, 2 amp, 5 volt. These just go in a drawer for me, but it's nice to have for somebody just getting into the hobby, guys. You do want to go ahead and buy you a fast charger. Amazon has some decently cheap ones for about 20 bucks. This brush is tough, guys. This is probably the best one I've ever got with an RC. I mean, that is tough. Let's get this guy out, what we've all been waiting for. Pull him out. We'll go ahead and grab that transmitter out of here. So guys, this is a Dumbo RC rebranded receiver. Oh, it don't even look like it's rebranded. They didn't even throw their name on it nowhere. How about that? But anyways, so it's got steering trim and steering trim and steering trim. Huh. Then we got your throttle. It's set on 75. We'll go ahead and turn that up because I'll be ticked off. Slap that down. Love these body clip tethers, guys. And these little scale details. The Rogue One has these also. There's not much different between this RC and the Rogue One other than the ESC, I'm pretty sure. And maybe a couple little things. Like I know this is different. The Relarlo doesn't have ZD Racing on it for sure. I think it has a little honeycomb look also. So this is a tough body, guys. One thing that's driving me nuts with Relarlo is everything's got to have a nut on the other side. It is driving me bonkers. I hate having to also have some channel locks or something out to hold this side while I use my hand to screw on the other side. I don't know. Just irritating me. But it works. We've got a 2845 3600 kV motor. Same things in the Rogue One. This is a 35 amp brushless ESC. The Rogue One has a 45 amp, which kind of gives it an advantage in the speed department. But I mean, we can always upgrade this ESC. Comes with a 3S battery. Pretty sure it's a 35C if I can remember correctly. And it does stay in there. I don't even know if you need this strap, guys. Yep, 35C, 3S LiPo. Same thing that comes in the Rogue One. I'm curious to know, because I waited a while to buy this, guys, if these are already the upgraded axles. They do give us a set of 2, but I do not know. Maybe these are the upgraded axles. If there's a way to tell, guys, please let me know in the comments if you've already found a way. So I can tell you off the bat, guys, that is no Relarlo suspension. They have definitely messed with the suspension, sadly. Relarlo's is green throughout. This is orange. Chassis is not laser etched like the Relarlo. Hex hardware throughout. Gotta love that. Got some little grub screws to adjust the suspension right here. That way it sits a little higher if you want it to. Box right here. I'm curious to know if it's waterproof or if it just looks waterproof. One down. All right, guys. So it is not waterproof, but that will be splash proof. So that's awesome. You could probably waterproof this yourself with some hot glue or something of that sort. But you do you. Let's check and make sure. Okay. Wanted to make sure I didn't have no wires caught in there. The Rogue One, it was having an issue shutting on and off. Turned out they had crimped one of the wires when putting this thing together. Luckily, they sent me a new ESC. Buttoned up. And guys, I did have problem with the Rogue One other than the axles, and that was these screws loosening up. Not mainly on the shock tower, but just in certain places, like right here. So it would be good to go ahead and get some Loctite on these. I wouldn't worry too much about the shock towers due to these locking nuts, but I've even had them loosen up, so yeah, that is no Relarlo suspension. That is, if that's got oil in it, guys, it is super thin. Like just enough to claim, I don't know, about like water is what it feels like. Yeah, look at that. This cap was off. So we will give this a stock run, guys, but then after that, we're going to be upgrading that ESC because 35 amps is just not enough. Just not enough for me. This servo was supposed to be 2.2 kilogram. Relarlo claims 11. I don't know who's lying, who's telling the truth, who's got a mess up, who's right. But 2.2 should be all right. 11 would be better. We'll go ahead and button up this battery. Make sure she turns on. I do already have batteries in this, guys. Oh. Yeah. That is quick, guys. See if we can apply some pressure. It still turns. That's under some pressure, guys. Awesome, awesome. Guys, that gear mesh sounds tight. Tight or loose one. Let's go ahead and pull over here my handy dandy bits. Guys, maybe it's not stripped, maybe it's just an awkward size. Or who knows, maybe this bit's been through it. Let's check this gear mesh. Oh, looks like we got one more. So guys, it is something up with that screw. I doubted my driver there for a second. I was like, well, maybe I've sheared off the end. Oh yeah, so it's too tight, guys. There's no clicking. Takes some force to move it. I mean, that is just utterly too tight. So we'll take care of that. Love those orange lights. But that gear mesh is too tight. That is screaming in the house. Screaming like a banshee, guys. But alright, guys, let's get to it. It is currently below freezing and the windiest I've seen it in a long time. Yeah, guys, it's currently below freezing and the windiest I've seen it in a long time. I'm freezing my butt off out here. Oh. Well, guys, it is below freezing. And we have snapped a control arm. All right, guys. Let's see if we can get some more hops in. Guys, I think it really helps to have this 35 amp ESC instead of 40. Guys, it seems to be holding up pretty good. My Relarlo one was actually already broke by now. The axles, of course. I have replaced the tie rod ends with metal ones. It is extremely cold. That brittle plastic with all that tension on it will snap, but it seems to be holding up pretty well, guys. All right, guys, let's see if we can get us some more action in this video. That is not a good start. Does not like to self-right on grass, I'll tell you that much. I was able to get it to on pavement though. Axle's still holding up, guys. That one was rough. It's no good. We've lost a rear dog bone, guys. All right, guys. I want to thank you guys for 250 subscribers in just about a month. Let's get to that 500 mark. Thank you for joining me on Redlined RC. Until next time.